Yo, what's up guys? In today's video, I'm gonna be showing you guys how I make melodic guitar beats for artists like Lil Papa, lildurk, Rodwave. But let's just get straight into this video. Alright, so I'm in flstudio and I'm just gonna show you guys the beat that we're gonna be breaking down today. So this is what it is. That was the preview of the beat, and first things first is I'm gonna just show you this guitar because this is like the main thing of the melody. All I did was I just went on Splice and found the guitar because I don't know how to actually play the guitar like that. I can use VSTs, but it's not gonna sound as realistic. So I just go on Splice, search up guitar, and then you could just filter it to what you're looking for. So I was looking for like a rocky hip hop guitar, electric. You could just find stuff. Like these are hard. Well, I first pitched it up 3. I put just effect rack on it, so without it, it'd sound like this. And then with it, and I just put basic effects. Let's choose a random guitar preset and effect rack, and then put the Valhalla on and put the mix at like 11. So that was pretty easy. And then the next thing was this piano, and it's we're in F sharp, but I use this thing on this melody bus that pitches it down 3. So we're actually in D sharp for all of these, but the MIDI's in F sharp. So I could just turn that off really quick, just so it's easier to show you guys what key and scale we're in. But this is an F sharp chord, minor chord. So this is what it sounds like. The way I built this chord is I started off, and you could just see this is A, this is the middle of the chord, the minor part of it, and then the C sharp is the top part of it. So I built a triad, and then instead of just like making them all hit at the same time, where that would just sound like this, instead it like arpeggiates a little bit. Pretty much all these little like stabs or like runs throughout the piano is all just built off the chord. So like if you could see, like this is just a triad, but it's just arpeggiated a little bit. And then the chord changes because I'm following the guitar, and it goes from an F sharp minor chord to a D major chord. And if you look at that, you know that because there's 3 spaces right here and it's still in the scale. So that's pretty much it. And then for the second half, just moved up the octaves because you don't want, in piano, you don't want to stay in the same octave the whole time because it's going to be a little boring. So it goes from this, and then this is how it sounds with the guitar. And then next is I just followed the bass notes of this piano, F sharp, D sharp, like this, Control C, copied it, and then put it into this bass. And this is how the bass sounds. Then next is this pad sound. It's just a filter and then just reverb and it's the same reverb preset as the piano and the guitar. And then this is just to make it sound more atmospheric and sound less like boring, I guess, and like plain. But you could get away without it, but I just like pads and how they sound. After this pad, we have this electric guitar that I played on my MIDI keyboard, and this is how this sounds. It was just an EQ, getting rid of the highs a little bit, effect rack, fruity delay, or Valhalla delay with the mix down really low, fruity delay with the mix at like 40% or 25% actually, and then Valhalla supermassive with the mix really low, and then a lot of reverb. The way to get your guitars to sound good is, first off, you gotta get a good bank. So I use Evolution Infinity. It just sounds really good. The thing that makes it sound way better is when you're doing pitch bends. So you don't even have to be super skilled at playing the keys or anything. You just have to have a pitch wheel, and that's pretty much it. And you could click it in. But that's pretty much it for the electric guitar. It's just freestyling it. So this is how they all sound together. Last thing is this little high guitar notes from Bank is the Evolution Jazz Archetype, which is honestly one of the best guitar. The only preset I put was Valhalla Supermassive and Valhalla Vintage Verb. It's the same preset as every other reverb, just with the mix different. Let me just preview this really quick. Sounds pretty good. And all together, it sounds like this. And it sounds very crowded. That's why you have your arrangement, so you could change things up. And then next is just a basic crash. All right, and here's how the vocal sounds. And that was the vocals I used for this melody, and I'm gonna show you how I find these vocals because I use Splice for it. And I go and search Splice, preview vocals again right here, female. You can use male, but I like how female vocals sound. And then hooks, and then click random, and you won't get like the most generic ones that everyone else gets. But in my head, I'm thinking there's gonna be a lot of mid ones. So try messing with the filters and stuff, and also mattering what type of vocals you're going for. If you're trying to go for a high pitch one, try to choose the key that is lower than what key you're working in the scale, and then vice versa. If you want to be like more of a lower type vocal, because you still have to pitch them, then choose one that's higher, and then you can pitch it down in the key right here. And also choose a BPM kind of close to your range, unless you want to be really fast or really slow. After saying all that though, this is how the sample sounds all together. So next though is I had all these sounds routed to each insert, and I had them routed to the melody bus. And so basically to do that is you just highlight all of them, control, and just drag and click all of them, and then click route to this track only, and all of them will be routed to this. So basically I pitched it down 3. I started at F sharp minor when I was building this, and then I pitched it down to D sharp minor or E flat, and this is why it sounds like this now. And that's also why these 808s are on D sharp instead of F sharp, because I pitched them down 3. So how the drums sound is we're gonna just start off and play them solo, or we'll just play them with the guitar. All right, so first things first is these are the root notes or the bass notes. So if we go into our piano, we just copy this, that will be our 808s, and then we just pull it down here. And the thing about this C sharp, this one, is we can also drag it down because the bass notes and the way the guitar is played, it doesn't really matter what we choose for like the root note right here, because it's gonna be the same. It just has to be in the key. And next is just building our rhythm. So now we know the root notes, which are these, down down, these are the root notes, and then you just build rhythms into it. So we went put the pattern on, and we'll just put the metronome on, and it just went. And as you notice, it just follows the same doon 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 doon. It's the same thing. And that's the thing about your 808 patterns, is you just gotta keep them simple, and artists are more likely to hop on simple drums. Like, you don't have to do too much to them as long as it sounds hard. And next is just a basic two-step with some rolls every once in a while. And next, just a basic snare. And then open hat. And counter snare on the offbeats. For the drums, I would say the main thing is just getting your melodies straight. All right, but that is it. Thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you learned a little bit more about how to make a melodic guitar and piano beat, like some pain beats for like a Lil Papa or something. Thank you so much for watching. Check out my Instagram at reifprod. It's in the description. Thank you so much.
Hey,